Hey y'all, so I wanted to take today and talk to you about my top 5 favorite, not 10, my top 5 favorite foundations. Some of them are drugstore, some of them are higher end, and I will just give you quick little like 1-minute reviews about why I like them so much, what their finish is, all that good stuff. So let's just get started. These aren't in any particular order, but I will probably tell you what like my favorite ones are. So to start off, I want to start off with the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. I know this has been around forever. This was the first kind of higher end foundation that I bought. I remember the first time I ever went to Sephora, it was to buy this foundation. I have it in the shade Fair, and I will forget about this sometime. Sometimes it will just get lost in the back of my drawer. But I'll either see someone on YouTube talking about it, or I'll usually get lunch with my friend Lacey, and she has the most beautiful skin and she wears Bare Minerals, and it'll make me like run home and put on Bare Minerals. It just gives you the most beautiful finish. It's really natural. It doesn't look super powdery and cakey on your face, especially if you buff it in really well. My favorite brush to use with this is the Tarte Air Buki brush. It just packs on the perfect amount of product and buffs it into my skin really well. The thing about Bare Minerals is kind of less is more, doing really thin layers and really buffing it into your skin, because the more you buff it in, the prettier and more natural it looks. I go back to this a lot when I'm just kind of in a foundation rut and I feel like nothing's really working on my skin. I go back to Bare Mineral. Next, L'Oreal True Match Lumi is definitely one of my ride or die foundations. I have this in the shade W12 Porcelain / Light Ivory. It is light enough for my skin tone. It is a really pretty finish. I wouldn't say it's a super dewy finish. I would say it's just kind of natural, but I get a lot of compliments on my skin when I wear this foundation. It's just gorgeous. It blends out really well. You can use a kabuki brush to blend it in. You can use a sponge. You can use your hands. It's just kind of a slap it on and go kind of product. Next, I want to talk about the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Is just a really good foundation. It is super full coverage. But my favorite way to put this on is with a beauty blending sponge of some kind, dampened, but it just enhances the finish even more. I love this for days where my skin isn't doing so great, or I just want to do full glam and I want to have super full coverage, no freckles, no anything. Or I would highly recommend this for people with oily skin. I do not get greasy or shiny or anything at all when I wear this. It lasts a super long time on your face, so I would definitely recommend this. And my final two are two Makeup Forever foundations. I just love these. The first one is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I would say this is pretty similar to the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation. This is super full coverage. It is a really nice finish. I would say I like the finish a little bit more than the Infallible Pro Matte, but it's just a really good foundation. I can reach for this and know that I'm gonna look good and know that my makeup's gonna stay on my face. I like to wear this if I'm going for a night out, or I just really want to make sure my makeup is not going to budge. So Matte Velvet Plus, especially if you have a little bit oilier skin or you just like super full coverage, this is for you. Now, last but not least, let's talk about my favorite foundation of all time, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I cannot get enough of this. I'm wearing it today. I've worn it, and I'm pretty sure my last 2 tutorials and get ready with me videos. This is the most perfect foundation ever made. I have it in the shade 117/Y225, and if you read anything about this, you know what its whole deal is. It's supposed to look really good in HD. It has such a natural finish of, obviously I'm wearing highlighter right now, but my skin just looks like my skin, but perfect. When I look at myself when I'm wearing this foundation, I just love the way I look. I feel so pretty. I feel radiant. I don't feel like I have a mask on or like I'm cakey. This is the most perfect foundation ever made, and I know I will repurchase this. I love to use this with either my Sigma F80 brush or my Real Techniques buffing brush, and then if there's any areas that look a little iffy, I will dab those with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So those are my top 5 favorite foundations. I just wanted to do a quick little video with you guys today and tell you what my favorites are and show you what I reach for the most. If you have any questions about these, put them down below. And I would love if you commented down below and told me what your favorite foundation is. Maybe it's one that I do own, maybe it's one that I didn't mention, but I'm always loving new suggestions. I'm kind of a foundation hoarder because I feel like when I wake up in the morning, every day is different, my skin's different, it has different needs. I probably don't use the same foundation twice in a row very often until recently with the Makeup Forever. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, please hit that little red button. It makes me so happy, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you.